I've seen a lot of people as of recently making videos about the possible theory that Natsu will end up dying in the fairy tale series, and honestly, I just can't see it happening. For those of you guys who read the manga as well as watch the anime, and for those of you guys who don't, I'm going to go ahead and warn you right now, this is a spoiler. Going to give you a second to click off the video. I'm going to give you another second. Alright. So, for those of you guys who read the manga, you would know that Natsu is attached to Zeref because Zeref is Natsu's brother, and Zeref recreated Natsu, and he's known as END, the Book of END, otherwise known as Aetherius Natsu Dragoneel. Basically, a recap, what this means is that if Zeref dies, Natsu dies, because Zeref is attached to Natsu, vice versa with Natsu being attached to Zeref, so yeah, it's basically a lose-lose situation. But I feel as if there has to be a loophole around this, and I feel as if I've personally found this loophole. Now, I'm not saying that this is definitely going to be what happens, but I think that this would be a pretty cool way to kind of save Natsu from this lose-lose situation. Knowing how Fairy Tail is, we just saw Gajiel come back after dying, we've seen Gray come back after dying, we've seen a lot of main characters, like, almost die, or die even, and they've came back. So I have a really good feeling, considering the way that Fairy Tail goes, I have a really good feeling that Hiro Mashima would not make the mistake of killing off one of the main characters of Fairy Tail, Natsu. So this is the theory that I have. I think that Lucy is going to save Natsu in kind of the same way that she saved Loki. Just a general recap for those of you guys who don't exactly remember how Loki was saved by Lucy. Basically, Loki was not always contracted under Lucy. Before being under contract of Lucy, he was under contract of another celestial spirit wizard. And that celestial spirit wizard treated him like a tool, not like a human being how Lucy treats him, but in contrast to how Lucy treats him, she treated him like a tool. And Loki didn't like this, so he went on strike. He didn't listen to her, he disobeyed her, and in return, considering the fact that he would not go back to the celestial spirit realm, she died of lack of magic, because she had to use her magic to keep him in the Earthland world. And once she died, Loki was limited to his own magic. He stayed in the Earthland for, I think, 2 years. Don't quote me on that, though. And Lucy found out about this as he was fading away. So, to save him, Lucy put him under her own contract and made him her own spirit. So how I think this is going to start is I think that Natsu is going to start by beating Acnologia. Or maybe someone else might beat Acnologia. I'm not one who really cares either way. I mean, like, there are some people, some Fairy Tail theory YouTubers who think that, you know, people like Guildarts might come in and beat Acnologia, which I would like to see. I mean, that would be pretty cool. I don't have a biased opinion with whoever beats Acnologia. Acnologia is just that character that, you know, he's cool and all, but I don't really care about him, honestly. After Acnologia is beaten, I think that Natsu is going to go on to defeat Zeref. And once Zeref is defeated, you guys already know Natsu is going to be, you know, attached to Zeref, so he's going to start fading away. But to save Natsu from fully fading away, I think we're going to see something like what we saw from Lucy saving Loki. I think that Lucy is going to change Natsu's being, if you will, from a demon to a spirit. So basically, I think that Natsu is going to become a spirit. So I'm actually editing this video right now, and I remembered this. I remembered this as I was editing the video, so I did not want to go ahead and forget about this, because this could add a shit ton more credibility to what I'm saying right now. So basically, in one of the more early episodes of Fairy Tail, if you can recall, Virgo wasn't contracted to Lucy, much like Loki. And basically, on a mission, they met Virgo. And Virgo was contracted to a different celestial spirit wizard. And they got into this huge fight. I'm not going to go into it all too much. But if you remember, Natsu beat Virgo. And then the celestial spirit wizard, who had Virgo under his contract, basically called on Virgo. And Virgo was transported from where she was to the celestial spirit world and then to him. And while all this happened, Natsu somehow found a way to be transported as well through the celestial spirit world to the master of Virgo. And this was holding on to Virgo. So this adds more credibility because of the fact that we now know that Natsu can still live in the celestial spirit world. We know this. Natsu, like Lucy even questioned him. Natsu, how do you live? You're not supposed to be able to actually survive the celestial spirit world. And Hiro Mashima, I think on purpose, didn't go into how Natsu was capable of living past that. Now, I know that you can wear different clothing inside the celestial spirit world and survive. We've seen this in multiple episodes, but I feel as if this just adds a little bit more credibility to my theory. I don't know if this is going to happen. It's a very, very, long stretch. I highly doubt it actually will happen, but I could see it happening in a way. I mean, it's just a really, really cool theory. I've had this theory for around a month now, and, it's something that I have in the back of my mind that could possibly happen. I don't exactly know how it will happen, if it does happen, but, that's the coolest thing about being a part of the fairy tale community. You get to make up all these awesome theories, and maybe one of them might actually become true. So yeah, I want to go ahead and hear you guys' opinions in the comments below on my personal theory. Do you guys have any other theories on how Natsu could possibly be saved from this lose-lose situation? I just personally think it's going to be Lucy. I'm definitely a Nalu fan, and it would make sense. That would definitely, put Nalu into some sort of canon, if you will. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Put your comments in the comment section below on how you think Natsu could possibly be saved, and peace.